This is New York's famous Grand Central Station, and you can see banners reading, "Palestinians should be free."
Thousands of members of Jewish Voice for Peace and their allies shut down the main terminal of Grand Central Station during rush hour. 400 people were arrested in what's believed to be the largest sit-in protest New York has seen in over 2 decades.
This is the Jewish Voice for Peace. They support the protests. They've been calling for a ceasefire.
The turnout is massive. Thousands of New Yorkers united in a call for peace.
At one point, there were so many protesters, the terminal was closed.
The group, made up mostly of Jewish New Yorkers, is calling for a ceasefire in Gaza.
Wearing T-shirts that read, "Not in our name."
Right now, you are hearing thousands of Jewish New Yorkers who are raising our voices. So clear that our safety can never come at the expense of another community's safety.
President Biden and Blinken, listen to what people are telling you, especially the young people and lots of Jews.
While the group comprised mostly of Jewish activists, people from all backgrounds were here.
I'm here because the U.S. government is funding the bombardment, the indiscriminate bombing of 2.2 million Palestinians in Gaza who have no access to fuel, have no access to medical supplies. Their hospitals are being bombed, their schools are being bombed. There is nowhere to go.
What's happening to Palestinians has been happening for decades, and it must end now.
Sources say NYPD arrested close to 300 people, possibly more.
It's been a pretty extraordinary night inside Grand Central Terminal. Take a look right behind me here. Members of that Jewish activist group standing on a ledge next to the departure sign. You've got the NYPD trying to get them down. This was sort of reminiscent of a protest back in 1991 when members of ACT UP went on that ledge and protested. So what you're watching right now are members of the Jewish Voice for Peace being taken into custody. They are demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. And for the most part, it's been pretty peaceful here.
My Jewish tradition teaches me that life is precious. And that is why so many of us are doing all that we can to try to save lives in Gaza, to call for an immediate ceasefire so that Gaza can live.